Hi everyone, welcome to Ultimate Guide to Feeling a Little Bit Better After a Loser. Uh, Previous idea got a good response from the audience. I kind of felt it because even in ideas, when I have much more likes and more comments, but I don't have comments from real people. They are all just bots like this. Just for example, on educational idea, they write like really nailed it, well executed idea or something like this. But this time, people replied like nice work and they related to it, and I know it from also from the communities that I'm participating in, and overall from my experience that among the traders we tend to be like positive, never give up, a bit hyped and so on, and really not very often you get to talk about some problems. I mean, we are talking about them, but it's like how to solve it like easily or fast, or just how to solve it and you will do it, but in fact, yes, it's possible to change, but it's so hard and it's not that easy. It's not like one advice, and so I want to continue this kind of videos, and this is a first part of this ultimate guide. And Yeah, so first of all, of course, thanks for this good reaction. I feel the support. So if you find this one useful as well, please leave some boosts or comments. Yeah, because I really like to hear from you. So we all know this feeling from a loser where it feels like awful, hopeless, like something very valuable has been taken from you, and it's like something is destroyed in our work and our plans, and it feels like our goal is now more distant than it was before. Yeah, and it feels like it just feels bad, and it feels bad every time. Even if you try to be prepared for it, it just yeah, it just feels bad. And this guide is tend to improve the situation at least for 1%. Okay, so if you will feel after working on the tips and guidelines I will present, if you will feel a little bit better, like 1%, then the goal of this video is achieved. Because feeling a little bit better for 1% after a loser, this is a way that you will see how you can feel much more better in maybe 1 year or 2 years from now. So who am I to speak about it, and do I have the experience? So first of all, I have a huge experience of losing, and I'm really a great loser. I have 4 years of trading experience, and I lost countless of trades, and I've been trying to get funded, and I on the way to it I lost maybe 25 attempts or something like that. Yes, I was successful 2 times, got funded with 20k and 75k, but I've lost this account as well. And it was emotionally, and it still is. I mean, of course, not as in the moment, but it still feels bad. It passed, of course, but I know, I know not from the books or just from the words of other people. I know it myself how it feels. And over time, I just developed some coping skills to better prepare for these minus ones, and overall to become a better loser. Of course, I've been using a lot of material from other people, and I will make a reference in this video and in the next part. Um, so yeah, first of all, so now, second of all, congratulations if you're still here. It means that something in you seeks the solution, and in watching videos like this, you are building a foundation for your own insights, for your own ideas, and you are building experience and awareness of what is happening in you and how you can be better in this. So the first point is that our brains are our brains have three layers, like emotional. And by the way, you can follow me up in the notes to this video, because this video is meant to be more like an audio, like a podcast episode or something like this. Because yeah, there is nothing flashy or interactive here, but I guess for people who wants to improve, it will be enough. So first point is we have three layers of brains, so called, like Jared Tendler describes in the mental game of trading. So we have this automated habits layer, then emotional layer, and rational thinking layer. And you need to understand that emotional layer can easily suppress the rational, and actually we cannot act rationally under the emotional brain. So, yeah, emotions can really block our rational mind, and to understand it's physical, and you can feel it, but maybe you didn't think about it in this way. So when you have a loser, remember the last time it happened. Like, even if you had a really good mood and you were feeling okay, you had some positive thoughts, you have some hopes, plans, it feels like a dementor, in Harry Potter. It just, all hope is gone in one moment. And it's not only because you are a bad trader or you are not mentally strong. It's just physical reaction, because it's like deep in our roots. It is a threat to our existence, so to say, and it's a big stress. So on a hormonal level, physically our brain starts to work differently. And if you are not prepared for this, if you are not aware, but I will share next point sometime, that awareness does not mean control. But even if you are not aware, it will become catastrophic, because you will get into these feelings, you will become angry, you will try to do what? To revenge trade, to FOMO, to overtrade, and so on, to make you feel better. Why we overtrade mostly? Because it feels so bad to be in a losing state, to be in a drawdown, that we desperately want. It's like it does not allow you to breathe, so to say, and you want this air, and you understand that the easiest way is to get a winner in short term, yes. So yeah, it changes it. So we need to accept the fact that we can't accept loser fully, and it will always feel shy. It will always feel bad, but of course, with the work that you will do, it will feel a little bit better, just a little bit better, but not fully. So some people say like really strong, cool professional traders, they probably don't feel basically nothing at all because of losers. But it's a long way to go. This video is more for beginners or average traders. So this is a stoic principle applied to trading. So be prepared for the worst case scenario, and not only be prepared, actually realize that it will happen, especially in trading. Losers will happen. So you need to expect them, and you need to understand they are inevitable. And paradoxically, this acceptance and this understanding will make it better in itself. So just because you know it's inevitable, it's a part of your path, and and not only that, you know that you will feel bad, and you know that you can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it at this stage, only maybe just a little bit, but basically it will happen and you will feel bad. And paradoxically, it allows you to feel a little bit easier and more relaxed on this one. So this was first point, except that you will feel bad from losers. Second point, notes and full diary. So you need to have some kind of a diary and notes to allow you to understand yourself fully and you know your triggers and your patterns, because it's not a one emotion that blocks our brain, you know. It's a build up of emotions before that are not realized. And if you have a journal, a mental journal, where you have all the triggers, all the patterns you have, you will understand, okay, like I'm feeling in this specific way, like I'm starting to be a little bit angry, my body position has changed, so this is a buildup of emotion started. And if you are not aware of this, you go to level 2. Maybe you start to stare at the screen or scroll through the pairs in search of a setup, you know. And if you're not aware, you actually enter and you have a loser, and you have a bad loser, a bad quality trade, and then you look back and you see what you did, and now you become even more angry. So yeah, have a full note about what you do and how you do. um so yeah, now next point is and I will refer a little bit later to how it all looks and so on, but it requires a lot of work. So next point, appreciate yourself and your work. So naturally people tend to focus more on bad things and forget about the good things about themselves. And yes, loser is a bad thing, but you also need to practice gratitude and appreciation of what you did good. For example, if a loser was a part of your plan and it's a loser from a high quality setup, then it's actually really good that you took it and you executed your plan, because for example someone would be afraid to even execute a trade, and then he will like get emotional based on this. Or think about what is your like special power in trading. For some people it could be holding trades to take profit with no problem. For some people it could be sticking to their risk plan. Just think about what you are doing good in trading and keep focus on this. So be grateful to yourself, practice gratitude, and you can do it in multiple ways. So you can see different videos on gratitude. Just search it, and yeah, just for example, you can go to Imperfect Trader or Mooji web YouTube. Yeah, a lot. There is a big amount of content about gratitude. So uh, this is an important skill. So yeah, when we lose appreciation of our results, we then become greedy and we just destroy our accounts. And very often traders, they get in this trap. For example, they have X amount at the beginning of the day, they have a winner, now they have this amount, like XY amount on their account. And if you are not consciously practicing gratitude, if you are not working on this, you will like yeah, you will just say, okay, I have this amount and now I want even more. And again, you start to overtrade because you want even more. You can't stop and really enjoy your results. You can't appreciate it. And yeah, you didn't receive your positive emotions from your work, and now you are rushing to your next trade, which most likely will be a loser. And because you didn't have this reserve of positive emotions, of appreciation of what you do, the loser will feel a lot worse. And on the contrary, if you are practicing gratitude, if you are saying like, that's good that I can learn, that I have some time to learn this, I have these sources, I'm participating in this mentorship, like you are looking back at your notes and you understand that 2 months ago you were not so in control of situation, and you are working slowly towards your goal. You know, if you don't have everything like I just described, then you will be drawn in this bad, stressful emotions that trading inevitably carries with itself. Now, we need to understand that awareness doesn't equal control. So yes, that's why we have this paradox, you know, when people very often they say, you know, I understand that I'm doing bad things, that I'm breaking the rules, and I understand everything that I do, even in the moment. Like I feel I need to stop, but I just can't do it, and uh, that's why I pointed this thing about emotional brain in the beginning, because if you miss the build-up of emotions, then they rise up to a level when they start to control your actions. And if you don't understand that awareness doesn't mean control, you will be trapped in this cycle forever, because you are thinking to yourself, but I'm aware of everything that is happening. I know how it should be, and I know what I should do. And in the moment, I just need to stop, but I can't. And yeah, but it does not mean control. Control is now over your emotional brain. So that's why you need to train your awareness even more, to have these journals, to recognize the buildups of emotions, and then develop some resolution methods. But ultimately, the stopping in the earliest stages of emotion is the universal method. So, for example, you recognize that the buildup started, you are becoming more and more emotional, and somewhere here you just decide to stop. So you walk away, or you just stay away, or you use maybe drawdown limiters or whatsoever to close your terminal and just go away from the market. But this skill of stopping, it requires a lot of work. Yeah, and the first step is recognizing that awareness does not mean control, but early awareness does mean control. Um, then next point: trade less, a lot less. Uh, Good traders I know, and based on my successful periods in trading, uh, the best trading comes from trading not very often, and or trading high quality setups. And the nature of the market is that the higher quality setups, they are not happening like every day. Why? Because market is cyclic, and you don't have these kind of moves every day. Because the market needs to accumulate some orders for the big money to come in, and then they start a run. Then they have take profit periods like this. They have new accumulations, weak to strong hands transfer, and now we are ready for a new cycle. But if you are someone who is constantly looking for entries, then yeah, then you will have a lot of entries, and each entry is a decision. Each decision requires energy. And if you will spend a lot of energy, you will not have anything left to cope with your losers. Moreover, if you will trade in bad environment, you will have more losers, more energy to cope with them, and at some point it will just all stop, and losers will feel really bad. On the other hand, if you are trading like 1, 2, 3 trades per day, or maybe even 0 trades sometimes, or even 1 to 3 trades per week, you are saving your emotional capital, and you are feeling better just because of trading less, because it does not feel like things are going out of control. And the last thing in this part is record your entry as a -1 right away. So when you entered, record it as a -1. Then when you have a break-even level, record this as break-even. So refer to this video by great MentFx. Uh, in details, he talks about this mental trick. Yeah, this is all for part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's long, so please feel free to use a speed playing button, and I'm really smart to tell it in the end of the video. Okay, goodbye.